What I've discovered that most of the stress in our life does not come from a situation. It comes from the stories that we create in our head about the situation. And for years, those stories ran my life and created such anxiety and depression that I needed something to cope. And some people scroll on their cell phone, surf the internet, go shopping, gambling. I picked up the bottle. And several years ago, I hit my rock bottom. I was hallucinating, and my doctor was scared for my life and urged me to go to detox. And at detox, they recommended that I go to rehab for a few months for dual treatment for PTSD and alcoholism. And I thought it was the end of the road, but I didn't know. It was the beginning. It was the beginning of something really good. It was the beginning of understanding that alcohol wasn't my real problem. I was drinking to quiet the sounds in my voice or in my mind, the stories I was telling, to calm my pain, my fear, my depression, my anxiety. It was the stories that told me I'm not enough. Stories that told me that I better hold on and I have to keep performing, or people are going to see the real me and they're going to walk away. Has anyone ever felt like that? Yeah. So I went deeper. I did inner work and I went underneath those stories, underneath the fear. And what I found was something I had never learned to listen to. And that was my core self, my inner wisdom. And when we live our lives through our core selves, instead of listening to the stories playing in our heads, everything changes. We stop abandoning ourselves. We create boundaries without apologizing. We speak our truth without people-pleasing. So people noticed that I had changed, and they asked how I did it. So I decided to write it down. I call it the return method, and it has 6 steps to go from the fear-based stories to your core self.